We're joined by Shyam Kanu Mahanta, political commentator who joins us from Assam, Anirban Banerjee, political analyst, someone who supports the Trinamool, and PKD Nambiar, political analyst, and someone who supports about also a lot of promises being made to the public, lots of sops being offered to them this time around in this election, which has always been there in Tamil Nadu.
Right. Gargi, there are primarily the two things which you said. One thing is that it is an untrue thing which is only happening in the national media, that there is something called as a North Indian party and the BJP is untouchable. Not anymore. At least I have traveled across Tamil Nadu in the last few days. That is not at all true, that there is nothing called as an untouchability. Rather, they are getting much more traction than ever. Whether it is, if you have seen, any of the national leaders of BJP has been able to draw a large amount of crowds, which was never in the case of Tamil Nadu in the past. And secondly, it is a cadre-based party which has got a huge cadre all across the state. But yes, I would definitely say there would be some kind of an anti-incumbency against the present government. They do not have some kind of a charismatic leader as compared to Stalin. Of course, Stalin also, if you compare with the Karunanidhi or a Jayalalitha, do stand little far from the kind of charisma they were enjoying. But then this election is a very crucial election for both DMK and AIDMK, and the national parties, both BJP and Congress, do hold little less relevant as compared to the Dravidian parties. That is the truth. But then as a combination, if you really look at, I personally feel that DMK may have a little edge over the others, but this is the only time I am seeing there is a little anti-incumbency despite not having a Jayalalitha as a chief minister. 10 years in power is huge, and 10 years in power and not having that kind of an anti-incumbency means a lot for the current government. Now, going back to from Tamil Nadu to the Kerala, if you really ask me, Kerala is also seeing a very, very different kind of an election this time around as compared to generally. It is all 5 years after another government comes in. Since you asked me about the whole of South, so the Kerala elections are going to be very different this time around. There is a huge traction for the BJP. A large amount of educated or the people who matters a lot are joining BJP, like a Metro Man, Sridharan, or
LDF is hoping to change history by staying on for another term, and they're really gunning for it. And in fact, the Congress is facing issues with infighting, etc., different factions over there, and BJP is not considered such a big role, even though they put a lot of attention. They've given a lot of attention, a lot of rallies in Kerala.
16% is the vote share of the BJP in the last in 2019.
They had one seat.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. So there was almost 13 places they came as number 2, and this time around there will be many more places. There will be this is a tight fight. There is a triangular fight in more than 55 seats. So that is a lot. So the Kerala dynamics is that if you divide Kerala into 3 parts, that is the northern Kerala that has got the LDF in the major part, and in the mid, the real Malabar area, which has got a Muslim domination, that is Muslim League, which is really, in fact, if you really ask me, Gargi, that the more than the Congress, the Muslim League is going to be the real power center. You will be, if Congress comes into power this time around, Muslim League would be the prominent party, and mostly either close to a number 2, or otherwise even if Muslim League becoming number 1 is something maybe on May 2nd, we both can have a discussion on that. I think Congress everywhere in the South is also becoming a number 2 party is something saddening. And most importantly, imagine Congress, Rahul Gandhi was campaigning. He's the master campaigner this time around in Kerala. I don't know why he was doing so, because Kerala is one state where
Nambiar, allow him to actually counter that. Yes, you wanted to come in here?
I think, come on, this is something maybe in the early morning, somebody who is telling absolute lies on the face, which we are all seeing, that the kind of crowd, all the top senior BJP leaders were drawing in. It's an unprecedented kind of the crowd were coming for all the places in Bengal. We have seen it, whether it is for the Amit Shah or the Prime Minister Modi, or for that matter to anybody else.
Yes, of course, for the Prime Minister and Home Minister, we have seen massive crowds there.
crowd all across. And what is the
But
Trinamool spokesperson
also, you don't want to talk about the
Second-
EVMs or election commission in that manner. But I agree, Anirban, about the concern regarding COVID spreading, and with this election spread out in
No.
this manner, you're going to have more gatherings. And yes, the entire government putting its attention there. Yes, Anirban.
The cancellation of public meetings. Just a minute, sir. The cancellation of public meetings of Mr. Adityanath, Mr. Nadda, Mr. Dilip Ghosh have made big headlines in the newspapers. I mean, Mr. Nambiar might be ignorant about the Bengal newspapers, but he should look up some.
All right, well, yes.
Can I come?
One final word, yes.
I think the number of, if that is the benchmark, the number of programs which were cancelled of the chief minister is astonishing. It has
Not
never
a
happened
single one,
anywhere in the
not a
country,
single
ever in
one.
any.
You have no idea.
But number
Please
two,
read the newspaper.
if at all
No,
what
please
Mr.
read the
Banerjee was talking
newspapers.
about, even if he's already admitting, if the BJP, he's already saying that even if the BJP gets much more seats in this upcoming election, that clearly says that
I said a
the
good number.
Mamata Banerjee is losing in Bengal, and
All right, we'll
Trinamool-
just have to leave it there. I'm so
Commenting
sorry,
about
Sham
Bengal
Kanu, I
is
couldn't
just
come
a
back to you, and we're completely out of time. But thank you all for joining us.